Are we in this thing? Are we good? Is the melanin on? Yes, it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope you're doing fabulous, darling. I'm doing fantastic. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And follow your girl on all my social media at Miss TP90. And you never know, your girl just might follow you back. I don't have a lip sync of this video. My energy batteries are low. I'm recording this around 11 midnight. So I'd love to know in your comment, what should I lip sync on the next review? You never know, you just might get a shout out and I just might pick your song. Time to get into this review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Miss Portia Williams, she's been cast in a new play for Two Can Play That Game. I need to watch that movie again. You better get your thespian chops on, girl. Like, don't embarrass us. Don't do it. It's also said that she's been in, you know, a made-for-TV movie where a shark was attacking her. I said, what in the pure hell type of movie was that? And who was in the editing room? That was horrible. She was also in Candace Play A Mother's Love, and she's gonna be playing Connie. You remember Gabrielle Union's character from Two Can Play That Game? I was like, that makes perfect sense. I can see it. You got the body for it, and you ain't got to do too much. They knew who to cast, but girl, yeah, go ahead and get that acting coach so you can get it together. Go ahead, girl. I support everybody's dreams. If you want to be an actress, you better go ahead and do it. If you want to get you a business, you better go ahead and do it. If you want to spray paint for the rest of your life, do it. If you want to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, the Welch's brand, but strawberry, do it. If Portia D. Williams could be on Dish Nation and be acting and doing all this stuff, honey, everybody got a chance. And that's no shade to her. I'm saying people are out here doing what they want to do, so go ahead and do it. Don't let nobody hinder you. Don't let your shortcomings cause you to be short, all right? Don't do it. Speaking of people coming up short, Sheree, I can't, when she parked her car, gave her keys to the valet and said, all right, and she shuffled out of that car. I said, you better go ahead, Sheree. I am loving Sheree's looks this season, aside from that storm wig that I just want to rip off her head and just burn that bitch. Like, I can't stand it. But either way, she's meeting up with who's she meeting up with? Kim and her tits. Like, her tits were separate than Kim. Like, I was like, man, one wrong move and all I'm gonna see is areola. Nene was invited as well, but I'm just gonna let y'all know she didn't show up. Sheree was talking about how her and Kim have, you know, an extensive history, and when Bravo is so damn messy, so this is the perfect network to be airing this type of messiness. When they went back in time 8 years ago, I can't even believe it was 8 years ago when we first started watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, but when they went back in time and showed that silky, icky wig that Miss Kim Zolciak had on, and also showed Nene and Sheree and how Sheree yanked that wig and Kim was like this, you bitch! It was hilarious to me, and I just want to let you guys know that money and time can do a lot of things, honey. Sheree was talking about how her and Kim have, you know, an extensive history, and when Bravo is so damn messy, so this is the perfect network to be airing this type of messiness. When they went back in time 8 years ago, I can't even believe it was 8 years ago when we first started watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, but when they went back in time and showed that silky, icky wig that Miss Kim Zolciak had on, and also showed Nene and Sheree and how Sheree yanked that wig and Kim was like this, you bitch! It was hilarious to me, and I just want to let you guys know that money and time can do a lot of things, honey. I just pressed pause just to look at these women because I'm like, y'all done came a mighty long way. Sidebar, Sheree, please burn that wig. Burn the storm wig. I don't like it. Burn it. We're just gonna fast forward to when they start talking about Candy and the allegations that Candy wanted to be licking all in Kim's box. She wanted to be tardy for that party. I was like, Kim be lying sometimes though. Like, she be stretching the truth. So I don't know. I mean, we all know that Candy don't mind having threesomes and stuff, but I don't know. Their history is a little bit extra for me. I can't really put the dots together for that one. So Kim, I'm not gonna believe you on that one, okay? Sheree ends up talking about her boo Tyrone, and Kim was like, oh my god, I love Tyrone. Like, we met Tyrone a long time ago. My eyes are watering. Oh my god, I need another drink. I can feel the love, like, even though he's in prison, I can still feel his love and your love and your love. Oh my god, I was sitting here like, Kim, if you don't shut up about, like, Kim, Sheree girl, it's time for some dick. Yes. I mean, it's locked up dick. Like, if you ever got some schlong, I think it should be free schlong, locked up conjugal visit dick. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. After they've been talking, they sitting here like, where is Nemo? Where is Nene at? They call Nene and she's like, hello, y'all didn't get the memo that I wasn't coming? I was like, only Lanithia Leaks can do that type of stuff. I'm not coming because of all the elephants in the room, and they both looking like, what elephants are we talking about? Nene in her Nene fashion is gonna tell you why she mad at you. She was like, you know what? It was, first of all, it's the party, okay? You done broke up all my mess. You were talking about me and the handicap sticker. That's when Kim was like, you know what? She's unstable. Like, I cannot do this. And I was really looking at Nene, even though she wasn't even there. I was looking at the phone like, well, why aren't you here to talk about these elephants to everyone? You should have been there, especially to talk to both of them. That's where I don't understand Nene at. I mean, she got all these problems. She hates this, she hates that, but yet when it's time to confront other people, it's either, oh my God, I'm gonna jump down your throat, or we're not gonna have the conversation at all. I'm confused. Now they're on a bash Nene spree. She was like, you know what? My daughter Brielle, when we were at the party, she went to go use the bathroom, and she was on Snapchat, because you know kids do that, and she saw like 89,000 cockroaches in the bathroom, and she put it on Snapchat. First of all, why the hell do you have just random cockroaches all over the place? Number two, Brielle, ma'am, why were you Snapchat? Okay, I understand for the evidence and all that stuff, but okay, I didn't see 80,000 of them. Third of all, she counted the cockroaches. Not counting how many cockroaches are in my presence. I'm getting out of there. For real, it was 24 cockroaches. See, that's where I draw the line, because Kim, I don't know. Her truth expands sometimes. It balloons. Yeah, cockroaches. Oh. Okay. Daily agency, go ahead, girl. You better have you some events on it. She is having a back to school drive, you know, giving kids books and shit. So Kenya comes through, and Cynthia, oh my God, her shade is amazing in the confessional. She was like, you know what? I call her Kenya less because I don't see her anymore. You get it? And Cynthia starts talking about Will and how she likes him, and then he come with a little box of pencils and stuff, and he better have come. Like I'm saying, even if y'all just smashing, or even if y'all just dating, show your support. Yes, very important. He hugs everybody. Mel is like, hey. I'm like, yes, you better be the big sis. You better do that. When Will comes around, Cynthia has the brain power and the movement of a fly. You just don't know what she gonna do, and she just annoying. It's like, sit down. It's like, yeah, and you know what? I'm leaving out of the country. You know, next week I'm going to Brazil. And Cynthia was like, hold the hell up. During our pillow talk, I ain't hear nothing about that. He was like, yeah, you know, for a week. And what? He's like, I'm just going for the Jesus statues, not the women with the huge tits and the big old ass. Like, I'm not doing any of that. And I'm sitting here looking at Will like, buzz, that's a buzz. He's slick as shit. Ooh, child. Kenya pulls Cynthia to the side, and she's like, look here, ma'am, you need to get your little ass together. Any questions you need to ask him, you need to call him and talk to him. You ain't got to do it all out here in the open. This is your event. Pull yourself together. I'm like, yes, exactly. Cynthia, sit down. Cynthia and her shade. I got bottles of ketchup longer than Kenya's marriage, but she is married, child, so I guess I'll listen. Will was like, you know what, Cynthia, come on over. You know what? I'm going to see you soon, all right? I'm proud of what you're doing. He gives her one of these, and then he kisses her, and he's like, I'll see you later. Hit me up later, all right? Peace and love. Will got a wreck. She's like, oh my God, can you tell that I liked him? I'm like, oh Lord, Cynthia. But I think that's nice that Cynthia has somebody that she likes, and she's smitten, but at the same time, girl, keep them eyeballs open. Oh, looky, we at Sheree's house. Child, I'm still getting over the fact that the chateau, like, she lives there, and Cairo can come over and cook her something after he came home from school. Cairo got a nice bag. I love me a nice bag. Go ahead, Cairo. I ain't looking at Cairo. Cairo's about 12 in my eyes. But he got a nice little body on it. Tyrone ring-a-ling-a-lings her. She has to go out, lock all the doors. She sits out on the porch. She like, hey, babe. He's like, what's up, beautiful? I got some good news. And she's like, you coming home? He's like, actually, no. We're getting even closer to clearing out my name. They're gonna send you some emails, you know, so you can look through them because you got a printer and stuff. Sheree was like, look, he's only in jail for wire fraud and security fraud. I believe in his innocence. I know his story. I believe this. And when the truth comes out, everybody's gonna, ha, ha, ha. Everybody's gonna laugh. And I'm like, yes, I want to get ready to laugh. Like, I want to see all these documents because, ma'am, y'all are gonna be on lockup abroad. I just have... Sheree on the phone with him talking about, you know, because Nene said you was a con. I'm sitting here like, what does that have to do with the price of eggs on your 2-minute phone phone call with Tyrone. He was like, look, the love that we got is strong, baby girl. Don't you worry about that, because just like Kevin Gates got free, I'm getting free. And here goes Sheree talking about, yeah, you right, Tyrone. You writing in her confessional talking about everybody can kiss my ass. My man coming home. And I'm sitting here like, what are you expecting for people to say when you tell people you got a man and everybody gonna be like, oh my goodness, but then you like, he is incarcerated. The probability of y'all, first of all, him coming out is kind of slim. The probability of y'all staying together is very slim. And the probability of him going back to jail is high. Oh, Sheree, we're rooting for you. We're going with Nene, and she's seeing an energy specialist, reader. Child, she done invited the girls. I said, this is either gonna go one or two ways, good or straight to shit. What's her name? Annabelle, Nana. Child, I don't know. Amelia Begilia. I don't know what her name is, but either way, she was like, don't tell me, but tell me so that I can kind of tell them, but not really. Just don't tell me, but go ahead and tell me. I'm like, okay, this is a no phone zone. I need your phone. Candy comes through and she was like, okay, I can give you my phone. Cynthia's there, Candy's there, and Nene, and they start talking about Will and stuff. And you know what? I don't blame Candy for asking questions about Will, child, because if she don't, ain't nobody gonna ask no questions. And people have to do that when you first start dating. If there's no interrogation, people don't care. Sheree, Kim, and Portia are going together to this little elephant get-together. Kenya gets there, and little Amelia Begilia tells Kenya, okay, first of all, don't walk away from people when they're talking to you. I want to say, get it together. And she was like, and I also need your phone. Kenya was like, what the hell? What? Kim, Sheree, and Portia get there, and you know, Amelia Begilia, she asking for everybody's phone, and Kim was like, hold up, I have 8,000 babies at home. Croy is gonna bring me my personal pan pizza. I just can't give you my phone. I was like, Kim, why did you come? I can't. Nene, she's like, okay, everybody sit down. Welcome to the elephant room, and the lights start flickering. I said, hold the hell up. Nope. Hold please. Amelia Begilia, I hate to say her name, like, what was her name? Amberlay? Ambi? I don't know, but either way, she tells the ground rules and what she does. And personally, I felt just like Cynthia. Now say what? Now say huh? You do what now? She goes down each woman and gives her take on that person. She starts with Sheree. Yeah, the finger point. I cackled so loud, I could not. If I was in that situation, I'd be cackling too, because child, it's, no, what? Stand firm on what you want. Don't let anybody sway you. And I was like, okay, that's a word, okay. Hi, Candy. Candy was like, hey. She was like, you know what? You're going to be an asset to me because you have this deja vu type of thing. And Candy was like, all the time. I was like, okay. You know what's funny about that deja vu? I be having that type of thing, and it only happens, it happens randomly. But that chat, oh my God, it's so eerie and so crazy at the same time. Child, I be knowing. She goes to Nene and was like, you know what? You have a heart of gold, but you're not a little girl anymore. But you have a heart of gold, and all of this stuff is really getting to you. And I'm sitting there like, okay. She looked at Cynthia and she said, you know what? I try not to know what people are going through before they even come here, but I overheard the conversation with you and Candy and Nene, and girl, they are right, girl. I was like, ooh, you in trouble, girl. Protect yourself. I was like, ooh, oh my God. But y'all, Stevie Wonder, I hate to always revert to Steveland, but he could see that. So this whole time, Portia and Kim are holding hands. And they just talking under their breath, and Kim is like, this is some bullshit. I done been to plenty folk, and child, shit, this is some bullshit. And Amelia Ambi, she was like, first of all, Dixie Cup. I said, I was rolling. I said, I ain't never seen a person like this give so much shade and tried to read at the same time. Ooh, and a word she gave Kim is, you know what? The energy that you're giving out is what you're gonna get back. I was like, ooh, that's a word. Oh my God, that's a word. She points to Kenya and she's like, you know what? You're not gonna be here long. And Kenya's like, oh shit. I was even like, don't kill her. But she was like, no, like your destiny is not here. You're gonna be moving forward. I was like, okay, you better receive this word. Kenya was all ears. Then she looked at Kim and was like, you know what? I'm sick of you. You really need to be quiet. If you're not going to be a part of this, you got to go. And I was like, yes, Kenya, you know what? I don't snap it up for Kenya a lot, but I snapped it up for that one because Kim was even getting on my nerves. Okay, so Amelia Begilia, she looked back at Kim and was like, you know what? Can we start over? Can I take you outside and wash you? I was like, what the hell? And Kim was like, no. I really don't feel connected to you. And I was like, you think? Baby girl had to leave. She left up out the place. She stopped the whole seance, the sage. She broke that shit in half and she walked out. I said, bye. Candy ended up taking over for everything, I guess, because baby girl passed her the baton when she said she had deja vu moments. And she was like, you know what? I think it's real important for us to like talk about these damn elephants. Maybe we should talk about Nene and Portia. So Portia was like, you know what? Basically, you know, she just went back in time or what she didn't like. Child, I'm tired of going over their situation. And Bravo is so damn messy because they did a side-by-side of Nene's looks when Portia said, and you looking at me the same way you looked at me the last time. Child, the look was the same. I said, yep. Oh my God, I so agreed when they were like, can we start talking about this because there's not going to be any type of resolve? I definitely agreed. So what other elephants are in the room? Sheree was like, well, clearly there were some more elephants with me and Kim because that's what you said on the phone. And Nene was like, I don't have no problem with you, Sheree. And I'm sitting there like, well, you just said that at dinner the other day that you had some elephants with her. Sheree was like, oh my God. Is it my boo thing, Tyrone? Because if that's it, you have mugshots too. Nene was like, girl, he is in prison, honey. And it doesn't match up. I'm really trying to figure out what is the issue between Sheree and Nene, because the throwing jabs about who was in prison, who had mugshots is kind of redundant. Other elephant in the room was Miss Kenya Moore versus Kim, okay? And Kenya was talking and then she was like, you know what, you're being rude. So, I mean, I'll wait for you to put your phone down so that we can talk. And Kim was like, I'll pass. I don't want to. The question was brought up, why don't y'all like each other? And that was my main question. Like, where did the beef start? It's never going to be a resolve with Kim and Kenya. They're too stubborn to have any type of resolve. I don't know with Sheree and Nene. They off and on like a bad light. So, I don't know. The elephants, it just wasn't resolved. I have to say, if they were paying for that space, it was a waste of time. Basically, it was like a thank you for coming. Have a good night. Kim, you can stay back though. I need to talk to you. And she was like, oh, okay then. On the way out, when Kim was like, Cynthia, just be a pretty face and get out of stuff if you don't know what we're talking about. Cynthia, I am glad this season that she has her new set of balls and they're settling, because she was like, hold up, don't tell me to be quiet. I was here for that. I was like, yeah, Cynthia, don't you let nobody tell you to be quiet. If you want to say something, you say something. Make sure you got your facts, but say something. You know what? Sheree should have stayed home and took that muscle relaxer like she had planned to, because Kim and Nene sit on the couch because Nene wants to get to the bottom of what's going on with them. And Kim is like, something's going on? Kim was like, you know what? I feel like you're really, really off. Like, you're just off. And he was like, I'm not off. I mean, everything that happened at the party. And Kim was like, you know what? I apologize for that. I was acting like an ass. I'm sorry. Nene was like, that's right, because you was acting like a mess. And Kim was like, well, you're acting like a mess too. Like, I was wondering what type of drugs you were on. I was like, okay, I'm done. Nene started laughing, and you know when Nene start laughing, she's over it. And she was like, you know what? I really wanted to address these elephants, but I feel like, you know what? Let me just say what I got to say. I feel like our relationship has been really, really surface, and that's it. Nene, I don't know if this is a trend with you and your friends lately. Like, you don't see the support from anywhere. I don't know if you need to come up with a friendship manual. I don't know, but Kim is not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I just don't see it. Y'all haven't even been in the same room to sit down and talk for years, so I don't know what you're looking for. I'm a little confused with Miss Lanitha Elise. That is how the episode ended. Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this episode? Now it is time to get into the comments. Make sure to post your comment down below. You just might get a shout out in next week's review. Shout out to #ForTheCulture. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to CCLV Christina. She wished that I felt better, and I do. I can breathe out of both of my nostrils. Shout out to Diggy TV. He spit out his orange juice whenever I did the Harlem Shake last week. Shout out to Sarah Genevieve. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for your comment. It was cute. JM3 said they scream every time I do Candy's voice. Nana said Roger Paul. And shout out to Bree T. I loved your comment. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.